Hello children, welcome back. Today's lesson is 1.4 The King's Choice, Class 7 English. We will be writing meanings, questions and answers, and in grammar we will be studying common nouns. Also we will be studying some additional questions and answers. So let's begin with the meanings. Fierce, wild, ferocious. Majesty, nobility, dignity. Oath, vow, promise. Hunt, chase. Loyal, faithful, true. Grateful, thankful. Courtiers, attendant, advisors. Bowing low, to bend your body low, especially as a way of showing someone respect. A king's court. This is a term that describes a king's council and household. The king would have wise men and advisor in the court from whom he would seek advice. Swift of foot, phrase, very quick in moving and running. Bodyguard, a person employed to protect somebody, opposed, disagreed with. 1. Write the character sketch of each of the animals. Write about their actions and thoughts and the qualities that emerge through them. You may present the sketch in the form of a graphic. Answer. The fox. The fox was clever and wise, hence he was selected by the king to be his advisor. The fox was loyal to the king and obeyed him at all times. He saw to it that the king always had enough food. When the vultures spoke about going to the desert to kill a camel, the fox did not want to show his ignorance and agreed to the plan. This showed his pride and ego is not wanting to admit his life of knowledge. In fact, as the advisor, he should not have allowed the king to go to the hot desert. 2. The leopard. Like the fox, the watchful and swift leopard, who was too loyal to the king and obeyed him at all times, he did his duty well. He too did not want to reveal his ignorance when the vultures spoke of going to the desert. But when they could not find their way back to the forest, the leopard showed that he was disloyal bodyguard by wanting to run away and not to face the situation. He too did not judge the king correctly and thought that the king would kill him. In reality, he was not actually loyal to the king lion. The vulture. The vulture was appointed as the messenger because he could fly high. He was cunning and not at all loyal to his king. He wanted the king to die in the desert so that he could eat him. He too followed the plan made by the smart fox, but he flew away in fear without realizing that the king would not actually kill them. This also shows the lack of judgment about the Lion King's character. 4th, the camel. The camel was quite simple and frank. He believed the fox when the fox said his master was dead. He was kind-hearted, for he carried the courtiers as well as the king on his back to the forest. He was grateful to the king for inviting him to remain at his court. He was generous and offered himself as food for the hungry king. He was not cunning like the fox, the leopard, and the vulture. The lion. The lion was a smart and intelligent king. He chose his courtiers based on their qualities. However, he was greedy and adventurous too. He was foolish when he believed the cunning vulture and decided to taste the camel meat even though he would have to go to the desert to do so. In the end, he showed himself to be intelligent when he saw the plan of his courtiers. He revealed his kind heart when he protected the innocent camel who had saved his life. 2. Using your imagination, write more sentences in the same pattern. But the more the lion had, the more he wanted. Answer. The more she danced, the more confident she became. B. Whenever he took a walk, they followed him. Answer. Whenever the rat entered the room, the cat chased it. C. To be kind is good, but to be king is good, but to be kind is better. Answer. To be clever is good, but to be helpful is better. 3. Talk about the good qualities of any one person you do not like. You need not name the person. Answer: I do not like a boy in my class, but he has some good qualities. I have seen him helping the little children of school to cross the road. Also, he helps weaker students. He is very smart and helpful. Language study. Common nouns. 1. Some things, animals, etc. That is, some nouns can be counted. They are called countable nouns. Some common nouns stand for something that cannot be counted. They are called uncountable nouns. Countable nouns have two forms. A noun that shows one person or thing, etc. is said to be in the singular. For example, boy, girl, dog, tree, chair. A noun that shows more than one person or thing, etc. is said to be in the plural. For example, boys, girls, dogs, trees, chairs. Now find out 5 countable nouns from the passage and write the singular and plural forms. Singular, plural. Fox, foxes. Vulture, vultures. Bodyguard, bodyguards. Paw, paws. Forest, forests. List the units that we used to measure the following: water, milk, distance, weight. Answer: 1. Water liters. 2. Milk liters. 3. Distance kilometers. 4. Weight kilograms. Additional questions. Answer the following. The fox, the leopard and the vulture have the same thought about the camel. Why is it so? The fox, the leopard and the vulture were all very tired and hungry. They had traveled far into the desert just so they could find the camel and kill it. Besides, the vulture had said that its meat was very tasty. They had now managed to bring the camel for the king's dinner, and it was the time for all of them to feast. Did you expect the lion to be kind to the camel? Do you think that his decision was right? Answer: no, I did not expect the lion to be kind to the camel. Yes, I think his decision was right for the camel and had saved his life. 3. The courtiers have to obey the king. Answer: the courtiers had to obey the king, for they were probably afraid that he would otherwise kill them. 4. Were the courtiers being loyal to the king? Answer: on one hand, the courtiers were not being loyal to the king because they had offered themselves insincerely to him. They did not expect him to kill them even though they had said he could. It was a false offer on their part. On the other hand, by planning to make the camel asked to be eaten, they were being loyal by providing food to the king and thus looking after him. 5. What qualities of camel are seen in the speech? Answer: the qualities of the camel seen in his speech are his frankness, his humility, and his spirit of self-sacrifice. 6. Why did the lion laugh to see the courtiers go? Answer: the lion laughed to see the courtiers go because he had not actually meant to kill them. He had merely wished to show them that he had seen through their plan. He laughed at their foolishness and cowardice. 7. Is friend a position at the court? How is it different? Explain. Answer: no, I don't think that a friend is a position at a court. Positions at a court are very formal and subordinate to the king. On the other side, a friend is placed on an equal footing and goes against the very idea of courtier. This is how we have finished writing the question and answers. And finally, do not forget to like, share and subscribe. Thank you.